Hello and welcome back to the My Menagerie channel, and today I'll be reviewing the brand new Booriginal Creeproduction release of Monster High's Spectra Vondergeist. She is a ghost character, and on the box it says she is the daughter of a ghost. This doll includes a doll stand and diary, and this little star says, "A Haunting Beauty." The mixtape here says 10:30 Haunted B-Day Mix, so that is Spectra's birthday. And she includes a ghost pet ferret named Ruin. This packaging mimics the original Spectra Vondergeist release with adding a couple new things like this ball and chain here and the Creeproduction sign. I noticed something on my Abby. Shiver is actually lacking the name there, and I noticed on my Ghoulia and Deuce ones that it also had the names there, so I wonder if my Abby's just like a misprint or a defect, or if because mine's a variant it is different. And then the side of the box here is just Spectra art with Rune, and it says Monster High, and here on the back of the box it says, "Monster High, meet the frighteningly fashionable teenage children of the world's most famous monsters. Spectra Vondergeist, daughter of a ghost. Age 16, pet Rune, a ghost ferret." Did you know that the name ferret comes from the Latin ferretus, which means little thief? Of course you didn't until I told you. Favorite food, angel food cake. It's light and full of sweetness, much like me. And BFFs, everyone loves Spectra V. I wouldn't say that is true towards the beginning of her introduction or selling wise, and that mixtape says "Oh My Oracle." Here's the barcode in case anyone wants to find her. She is showing up in Walmart's. Spectra here's thinking a little bit too highly of herself. She does a lot of gossip, and the Monster High characters don't really like her for that, but she is still friends with the main ghouls. And this says, "Who are the real Vondergeists?" This is reference to a story that Ghoulia knows about Spectra's true origins, which are still unknown at this time. And I lied. I'm going to be showing off the original Spectra doll and not the Creeproduction, because I want to keep the Creepro in the box, and I have the Spectra here that is nearly complete. I have almost everything from her. I have her pet Rune here. I have her original diary. And the only things that I'm missing are her earrings, her little necklace there, as well as a bracelet. But those are such minor little details, I feel like I can get away with it. The biggest change for Spectra is that her hair texture is Kanekalon on the original doll, and the new Creeproduction opted for using polypropylene hair, which is like the worst doll hair texture ever. Hardest to manage and maintain as well. The excuse I've seen people use is that it doesn't have the right shade in Saran, which is kind of BS, because I've seen restylers use a slightly darker shade of Saran for Spectra, which is no one is going to care. Just use the Saran, use the better hair texture. My pre-owned Spectra is lucky enough to not be yellowing. The light that I'm using is kind of yellow, so it might show off that she's yellowing, but she's really not. She's about as clear as the Creeproduction Spectra, although the same cannot be really said for Rune. The bottom of the tail is getting kinda yellow. We can take a look at these shoes, and they are a ball and chain inspired shoe, which is a thing for ghosts apparently. She also has these see-through shoes, pink shoes. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be in canon, and there's a lot of glitter on her falling off, and just little black spots everywhere, which is just glitter. There's glitter on the Creepro, so you're probably gonna run into that same issue I am doing this review a little bit late, so Spectra is probably out of stock. She was the last to go out of stock, so that's why I was like, everyone loves Spectra. That's kind of a lie. She was in stock for like a really long time compared to the other dolls. Okay, and it turns out my rune is not actually like yellowing. It's about the same as the original, and there's like a difference in the transparency of it a bit. The Creepro rune also looks a little sad, like the eye shape is a little droopier and makes it look a little sad. The nose is also different. The original was purple and the Creepro was black nose. Just like the original, it comes with the stand and diary, and the main difference here is the little stickery decals on the Creeproduction one to let you know that it is the Creepro. The Creepro also includes French translation inside of it, whereas the original is strictly only in English. The Creepro is also missing a ton of content, like not here on the front, but this says, "I don't snoop in your unlife, so please don't snoop in mine," and it says that there in English and in French underneath. So I'm not gonna read these, you can screenshot them, but the Creepros is also missing this planner section. It's just the little details that are missing, and it's really weird that they didn't include this stuff. So yeah, like I said, the story is the exact same as the original. Just screenshot it or pause it if you want to actually read it. And the original is going to be a lot shorter because it doesn't include the extra pages that are translated into French. I'll use this time to like talk about Spectra more. Towards the beginning of her introduction, she was the gossip girl around Monster High. She usually got information wrong because she was only getting like bits and pieces of it, and she'd post about that on her blog, The Ghostly Gossip, or The Gory Gazette, and people would like realistically be mad at her because she's not telling the truth. Another thing that is missing is this About Me section. The Creeproduction one will not have it, and it literally gives way more information about the character, and I don't understand why they didn't include it. Just because it's here, I will read it for you guys, just to give a little more information about Spectra. So let me zoom in and then read this. It says, About Me, name, Spectra Vondergeist, age 16, monster parent, the ghosts, killer style, silk, silk, and more silk, accented with a touch of metal. It allows me to freely float around with just a hint of rattle. It's quite haunting. It's quite the haunting look, wouldn't you agree? Freaky flaw. Yes, well, I've never really given much thought. You see, since I find that it's unhealthy to focus on what one does wrong, especially when contrasted with all the good one does in unlife. I am also not a gossip, despite rumors to the contrary. Pet rune, it says the same thing as what it says on the box about it being Latin. Favorite activity, providing certain information not readily available to the general Monster High student body. Biggest pet peeve, when certain monsters doubt the behind the screams information I have about what really happened at Monster High. It can be very difficult being the only one in the know. Favorite school subject is journalism. Least favorite is math. It's so rigid and unopen to interpretation. Favorite color is violet. And the rest is a repeat of the box, Angel Food Cake, and Everyone Loves Spectra V. And that's it for the the diary. Sorry. And that is about it for the review. Apologies for not actually reviewing the Creeproduction, but the similarities are just almost the exact same, so I didn't think it would matter. Also, Spectra sold out, so I was only able to get one. Join the Discord community. I have all the links for every upcoming Monster High release, G1 and G3, and I can notify you once they drop, so you don't have to miss out on any future releases.